Good morning, students. Today's topic is valence bond theory. And what is valence bond theory? Valence bond theory. In short, we can say VBT. It is given by Hitler and London in 1927 and further developed by Pauling and others. And according to VBT, in terms of energy consideration. First point is in terms of energy consideration. Energy consideration. When atoms are far from each other, means at infinite dilution, then there is no interaction between two atoms. If atoms are far apart from each other, right? So there is no interaction between two atoms. But when both atoms come closer to each other, then two type of force come into operation. Two type of force. First is force of attraction and second is force of repulsion. Right? First, force of attraction exists between nucleus of one atom and electron of other atom. And force of repulsion exists between two nucleus or electrons of both atom. Means electron repel each other and nucleus repel each other. Right? So nucleus repel because of having same charge repel each other. Nucleus carry positive charge, so positive repel each other, and electron carry negative charge repel each other. That is why the force of attraction is due to the interaction between nucleus and electron. And force of attraction, due to force of attraction, energy decreased and stability increased. Right? And in case of force of repulsion, energy increased, and whenever the energy is increased, then the stability will be decreased. Clear? Then after this, when atoms come closer to each other, then first force of attraction is applied or operated, right? Then force of attraction operate between electron and nucleus of both atom. Then energy decrease gradually because of force of attraction. This statement is shown by this diagram. This is the energy profile diagram, in which whenever suppose on here atoms are far from each other, right? And when this is the condition where atoms are far apart. When two atoms come closer to each other, then first force of attraction is operated and the energy is decreased gradually because of force of attraction, and force of attraction between electron and nucleus of both different atom. And at the point where the energy is minimum, at this point the atom can exist. This point atom can exist. can exist, right? At this point. And energy is minimum, means the minimum energy is there and maximum stability is there. Then after this, if you atoms are more closer to each other, comes more closer to each other, then force of repulsion is operated, because nucleus are very near to each other. They repel. Nucleus repel each other. That is why, because of repulsion, energy will be increased and atoms become unstable. That is why this condition is not suitable for bond formation, right? It means at this point atom exists and the distance of this point is called its bond length. DO is called its bond length, and this energy is called bond energy. Bond energy means the amount of energy released here required, right? And potential energy is taken as a y-axis, and internuclear distance is taken as a x-axis, right? According to VBT, at this position, atom exists. This is the VBT in the terms of energy consideration. And second one is, example of this is, example is hydrogen. Hydrogen is there. In hydrogen, we know that two nucleus and one hydrogen have one nucleus and another hydrogen has one nucleus. This one is one hydrogen, this one is second hydrogen. And one hydrogen carry one negative charge and other one is carry one negative charge. Like this. This is the orbital and nucleus is there. This is one hydrogen, and in one hydrogen, electron revolve around the nucleus. And second one is, this is nucleus. This is nucleus and electron around the nucleus. Then first we calculate the force of attraction. Force of attraction exists between electron and nucleus. Electron and nucleus. Total 2 force of attraction is there. Then what is force of repulsion? Force of repulsion is exists between electron and nucleus. The force of repulsion, there are 2 force of repulsion and 2 force of attraction. Means force of attraction is equal to force of repulsion. But experimentally, it is observed that force of attraction is greater than force of repulsion. That is why hydrogen exists in nature according to VBT. Clear? And similar in this case, we can prove that helium can't exist, right? Suppose helium means 2 electron is there. So first is nucleus and 2 electron around the nucleus. And second is again nucleus and 2 electron around the nucleus, right? 2 electron around the nucleus. First of all, we calculate force of attraction. The force of attraction operated between electron and nucleus. One is there, second, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are 4 force of attraction. Then what is force of repulsion? Force of repulsion. The force of repulsion exerts between electron electron, electron. Second, next one is electron of different atom, electron. So 4 is there, or last one is between nucleus. Means total force of repulsion is 5. Overall thing is that force of repulsion is greater than force of attraction. That is why helium 2 plus is not possible. Is not possible because force of repulsion is greater than force of attraction. This is one helium atom and second one. Overlapping is not possible because force of repulsion is greater than force of attraction. That is why He2 plus is not possible. Next one is in the terms of orbital overlap concept. In the terms of orbital overlap concept. According to VBT, chemical bond is formed by the partial overlap of two half-filled atomic orbital containing electron with opposite spin. Like hydrogen is there, hydrogen carry one electron. One electron is there and second electron is there, and both atom have containing electron with opposite spin. One is in clockwise direction, second one must be in anti-clockwise direction. That is in this condition they overlap each other. They overlap each other and chemical bond is formed. Right? The condition is half filled should be there, half filled, and second one is two electron must have in opposite spin. Right? Example is this one. This is the example of hydrogen. Here one hydrogen atom is there and this one is nucleus and one electron in clockwise direction. And second is second atom of hydrogen and electron is in anti-clockwise direction. They overlap each other and hydrogen molecule is formed, right? So the direction of electron must be in opposite. 1s overlap and it form H2 bond, H2. Next one is type of covalent bonds, that is called sigma and pi bond. Type of covalent bond, sigma bond and pi bond. So what is sigma bond? Sigma bond is the bond is formed between two atoms by the overlap of atomic orbital containing, means half orbital, right? Sigma bond is formed by the end-to-end overlapping or head-on overlap. Then sigma bond is formed like this one. One example is S and S. On here, end-to-end overlapping is there. End-to-end overlapping is there. So when at two or more atomic orbital overlap in end-to-end, then this type of bonding is called sigma bond. Example of sigma bond is, three examples are there. First is SS orbital. Exist in hydrogen, SS overlapping, in which one S orbital is there. This one is one S orbital. Second one is this one orbital, right? And then both orbital overlap and formed. This type of bonding is called sigma bonding. Second example is SP. Here S is there and P is there, PZ, which is present in this situation, right? So this S orbital overlap with P orbital like this. This is the overlapping. And after overlapping, it formed one loops, and second one is this one. Means both part merge with each other. And this is called molecular orbital. Molecular orbital. So this is the overlapping of S and PZ overlapping. End-to-end overlapping is there. Third one is PZ, 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 PZ. PZ, PZ overlapping is there. PZ means one thing is and another one is this. This type of overlapping is called PZ, PZ overlapping, and it is a sigma bond. End-to-end overlapping is there. Then after this, it form this type of molecular orbital, right? So this is the example of F2 molecule. So which the part which is overlap merge with each other and formed one orbital like this. Next one is means S orbital, sorry, sigma bond contain three type of overlapping: SS, SPZ, and PZ, PZ. Overlapping is there in sigma bond. Second is pi bond. What is pi bond? Pi bond. Pi bond is formed by the lateral or sidewise overlapping of p orbital. Sidewise means this type of overlapping is there. This is py, py. So this type of overlapping, sidewise overlapping is there. Sidewise overlapping is there. This type of overlapping is called pi bond, right? Here lateral or sidewise overlapping, while in sigma bond end-to-end overlapping is there. But in pi bond sidewise overlapping is there. Example is, suppose this type of bonding is there when one S is there and P is there, so there is no possibility, no any possibility to overlapping because they can't interact with each other. Overlapping is not possible in this case. And again, if one orbital is in px and second is pz, so the, overlapping is also not possible because the direction is different. They must have same in direction. In this situation, overlapping is not possible. And after this, sigma example of sigma bond is like this one. One is px, second one is px. So both atoms overlap each other like this one. This is the overlapping between two atoms, like one is there, second one is there. This type of overlapping is called pi bond, right? And after merge, they form this type of bond orbital because this is nodal plane on where the probability of finding the electron is 0. So then both upper and lower side overlap and formed this type of orbital. This type of orbital is called pi bond, right? So pi bond is of two types. First is px means this one, px1 px. This type of bonding is sidewise bonding overlapping, and second one is pz and pz, both in z direction. Then the overlapping is sidewise, and overlapping is sidewise, and this type of bonding is called pi bond. And the formation is same like this, 1 2. So this type of bonding is there, but exists in z axis, that is called pz, yeah, py. ठीक है, बस डायरेक्शन इज दिस, एंड आफ्टर ओवरलैपिंग दे फॉर्म this type of uh, structure, and second half also show this type of structure. So today's lecture is ended. Thank you for watching.